comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one.
Reverend Johnson Kagabo Asimwe, I want to welcome you to the Mercy Child Samaritan Care Orphanage, Uganda. I will be taking you through different activities and what we are doing. Mercy Child Samaritan Care Project Uganda is a non-governmental organization registered by government, and I want to assure you, dear viewers watching over this, you like the activities we are doing. I wish you the best in this course of the journey. Yeah, Mercy Child Samaritan Care Project is a non-governmental organization, a registered one that takes care of the children's needs, that is based in Nyakakoni, Nyakaijo Division, Mbara Municipality in Uganda. This project does the rescue, it does also the modeling of children and empowerment through education, and generally it does child care. So that's what we do as Mercy Child Samaritan Care Project. We rescue children, street children, orphans, and those that are disabled, and even other children that has other special needs. Mercy Child Samaritan Care began way in 2014. That is when groundwork began and began to take shape. But over 5 years, I had that special calling in my heart, because that was the real life that I was going through. I had mercy. I got a Samaritan that helped me when my father passed away, when I couldn't pay school fees for myself, and I had nobody to care about me. And by the grace of God, somebody was touched to help me, who I called a good Samaritan, and educated me, picked me from the roadsides, marketplaces, when I had lost hope. And because of that background, I thought God was also speaking to me to help such people of that caliber. And in 2014, that is how we came up with a Mercy Child Samaritan Care. So somebody had mercy upon me, who I call a good Samaritan. So when we add up the two things, we come up with Mercy Child Samaritan Care Project. That is how we began. From that time henceforth, we have been doing it. We began from my small house with about 5 children, and by the grace of God, because of the love that we have towards children, especially those neglected, we were able to begin it from my house, a small rented house, little by little, until now. That is a brief background of Mercy Child Samaritan Care. The reason for starting this project was nothing other than compassion. It was because of the love that I have for children and the need to meet these neglected, frustrated, innocent children in Africa. The start is a call. It is something that is within us, something that I feel I should live for, something that I can give everything, all the little I have, for the children in Africa. The current state of our project, number one, is that there is hope now. When we count 4 years down the road, there's so much hope that our children are now in a better position now. They can sleep well. They can now eat at least a meal a day. They would go 3-4 days without meals, but by the special grace of God, through a few Samaritans, they are able to get a meal. They are able to have where to sleep, and now they are able even to access at least education. We do not just want to have children accommodated in the house, but we wanted to have these children empowered holistically through education, so that they can have life skills that can sustain them for a better tomorrow.
My name I am Akama Kevin. I live in Mercy Child. I was in Chikona suffering. I was a bad boy, not respecting elders. I was eating each and everything that I find, rubbish, dirty things. But now I found a helper, but I live in Massachild. I want to become an engineer.
Massachild Samaritan Care Project has 106 children in the project. 20 children are the ones under home care. We have a rented place where we accommodate these children, and we also have 67 orphans who have single parent, who have just one parent, and we have also 19 orphans who are under guardianship. That is the breakdown of the 106 street children and needy children we have in Massachild. We have lots of achievements that are both social, economic, spiritual, and academic. Number one, we've been able to rescue 106 children. That itself, I believe, it is a great achievement. Picking such children from street places, marketplaces, dumped in the garbage. That is number one achievement. God has given us the ability, by the grace of God, to be able to have the rented house where we accommodate these children. Secondly, we are able to feed them with at least a meal a day, and also provide at least health care, because some of them fall sick, and so there is need to provide with them medical care. As if that one is not enough, this temporary structure you see around was meant to empower these children not to only just be accommodated in the rented place, but also empower these children with skills to be able to have sustainable life in the future. And I also want to say, in this project, we also empower children spiritually to grow up in the fear of God, since they have been picked from different walks of life in different dumped places where they have been eating and living for the rest of their lives. We have also been able to do moral rehabilitation programs where our children can no longer now steal or move around beating or fighting. Our children undergo a process of moral rehabilitation program. We have a lot of great things to do in the future by the special grace of God. Dear friends and viewers, this is the other section for girls. We made it sure that boys have their own section and the girls have their section, so they put up in this place. We would need so many beds to have them accommodated, because they sleep 3-3, 2-2, 4-4, but we know some of them sleep down on the carpet. But we are trusting God to have another door open for them, area of funds to make sure we have more than enough beds to accommodate our young ladies. Under this section, we teach our girls to behave. We teach our girls and disciple them to be responsible young children, much as they were picked from streets and village places, as some are orphans and others are street children. Some have completely no parents, but we teach them on how to behave as young girls who are going to be wonderful people that will help other children in the near future. We thank you so much. We are currently facing a few challenges, which we believe through partnership, through prayer, these challenges will be addressed. Number one is that having a highly rented house for them is a great challenge. So we believe if we prayed together and worked together, we could have a house built for them where we can be free from the monthly expenses of renting the accommodation. And secondly, our greatest challenge is care for children, both medical, academic, and also in their social aspect. We really believe that if we worked together, these issues can be addressed. Of course, looking at the background, we would not want our children to stay in these temporary wooden structures, and we believe that this project has a very big dream of a very powerful orphanage school, and by the grace of God, like I said, we already have land and would want to put a modern school training center where we can empower these children holistically in education. Thank you very much.
My name is Rev Francis. I am in P5 class and I'm 15 years old. This is Master Samaritan Care. It's my home. I thank our Papa Johnson and our Mommy close to Yesu, and also our aunt who takes care of us, and Grace. I want to thank God who brought me here, because in the village we used to fetch water without food. Our mommy, when she died, the stepmother, she used to torture us. She sent us in the night to fetch water. Then God made a way for us. Now we are here. She used to tell our young sisters to drink urine. Then for us here, we came 3 children, 2 girls and me. But now, where am I now? I'm okay. I sleep well, I eat, I study. Last time when I was still in the village, I was not studying, but now God wishes, by the grace of the Lord, now I study. But I want to become an engineer in the future, and I help others. I be a good example, like our Papa. May God bless you.
Hi viewers, by the names of Kayesu Prosi Johnson. I'm a wife to Pastor Johnson. We are co-directors of Mass Child Samaritan Care, a project that has been a blessing to us. Especially as a mother, I felt concerned. I am an advocate of girl child, and as you know, us in African traditional society, girl child has no say. As women, as girls, we have no say. We think it's all about men, 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 men. But I advocate for girl child. These girls are abused, these girls are raped, all kind of abuses. You have no say in the society, so I really advocate for their rights. We can be somebody as girl children. We also have our rights. And so I encourage every woman there who is seeing this video, who I'm talking to join me, and we educate a girl child. We try to bring a girl child into education. We give basic needs to these children. We bring hope to this girl child. We take them to school. They are going to be doctors of tomorrow. They are going to be nurses of tomorrow. They are going to be great people of tomorrow. So as an advocate of girl child, please join me, educate these abused girls. One of our girls was, when he was left in the hands of the stepmom would ban her. And so she came over. So I'm advocating for girl child, and you can join me.
My name is Aksasile Catherine. I am in primary 5. I am 12 years old. I were dumped in our family, but now I thank the Lord. I have good protection. I feed well. This is Master Child. In future I will become a bank manager.
We need to have that motherly love. We need to have a family. But these kids were on the street. These kids were being mistreated, and they have never seen anything like mother's love. I felt touched also as a child of God, that these people need to. I need to be their mother. We show them love. We teach them that people have mothers, and as a mother, you're supposed to be there all the time. You're supposed to, even when because they have grown in the life of stealing, you can go and buy for them everything, but they will again go and steal something. But as a mother, you still say, you know what, this is bad. I know, of course, the background is where they have grown from, what they have been doing, but we are trying to change, mold them. As a mother, it's still a great challenge, but by the grace of God, I'm doing it. And I teach them day and night, please, as a girl, you're supposed not to do this. You're supposed to live like this. When you want something, you ask. Yeah, you ask whatever you need and it will be given to you. When you're hungry, you ask. And when there is food, you go get food. As a girl, you wash plates. As a girl, we are teaching them family values and family manners, how people behave in the society. As Master Child Samaritan Care, we are believing God to do greater things. These children are very wise. When you take them to school and you give them exams, surprising, there was a number 1, number 2, they do exceedingly very well. We have some of the girls, I'm so passionate about a girl child. Some of our girls are HIV positive, but we don't tell it to them. We first want them to grow a little bit and then we shall tell it to them later because it will affect them, they're still young. But man, we are teaching these girls, we sit together, we pray together in the evening, we eat together, and as a mother, that's what I'm called to do, and even together with my husband and together with the staff we are having. Thank you so much.
On my left-hand side is our kitchen where we do the cooking for children, and I would ask you to come. I want to take you see what is happening. We buy firewood, which you can see that help us in the cooking facility for our children. And in between here is Mama Surrender, is a head of children's welfare in a school project. And at this moment, it's time for break tea. And this is a porridge that we serve to our children. This side, that's where we put our garbage and burn every filthy stuff to make sure the environment is conducive for our children in terms of study. How are you today?
We are all right, thank you, Director.
So how do you feel today?
I feel much better.
You feel so much better?
Yes.
You're going to list for me about the things, some of the things that we do use when we are at home. Arms up, Savior. Do we use a broom? Yes. Yes, we use a broom for doing what? Clap hands for her.
Savior, Savior, you are so good. Hakuna mziki, alo, kama veni, alo,
It's such been a wonderful day taking you through all the activities that we do currently. This is our small, wonderful office where we do a few things to help the school run. But we know by your prayers and by your partnership in prayer, life will have another trend to take. And I wouldn't have much to say, but one thing I believe is that when you stand with us in prayer and in partnership, the lives of these children in this orphanage school will change.